Well, hey Libra, this is Tara, and welcome to your mid through mid-January 15, can you believe it, Psychic Tarot Forecast. Thank you for joining me. As usual, I'm going to pull two cards for the last 2 weeks of the month, which is the last 2 weeks of her, and two cards for the beginning of February. Wanting to come out easily. It's been this way this whole series. Wow. Okay. So, nope, that's what wants to come out. Yeah, and a transition card. So that was really easy, Libra. Let's see what's up for you. Remember, this is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always watch your Moon and Risings. It will they will fill in the picture more. Get a little bit more of what's going on for you in this mid-month to mid-month. Loving this, Libra. Go, you all. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles facing the Six of Wands. They're both very, very positive, auspicious cards. The Page of Pentacles, of course, represents our money and our health. It represents a new opportunity. The page is youth, young. Young dudes bring news, as I say. So, news of an opportunity and something that you could really be acknowledged for, something you could be celebrated for, something you'd be really good at. It may be a type of position you've done in the past, a type of business you've done in the past, a hobby, whatever it may be that's brought you some accolades could very likely bring you more. Okay, so that feels like it's coming up in the second part of December for you. I'm kind of getting some chills and thrills for you all. It may go on into January, but it's coming up for a lot of you Libras. Let's see what Amber has to say. Wow. Okay, more money. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have another wand. So it's interesting how we have money, work, money, work. So far, this particular reading is not focused too much on relationships. Not to say that your relationship's not important. I've been in one in myself for a long, long time. They're always important, especially to Libras. And what Libras bring to the world is how we relate to others, how we relate to ourselves. So I won't go into that. You all know who you are. But this is really about your money and work. So the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity from the universe. It could be a job that's offered to you. It could be, some sort of project that's offered to you. So you've been wanting to get on YouTube, or you've been wanting to do a radio show, or like me, I'm thinking about getting back into radio. I'm just saying that someone, it feels like, or the universe is going to obviously offer you some type of experience that you can definitely make money at. This could also be your health is going to get better. If any of you have felt colds, flus, just outright not well, then this is better health as well. Now it's interesting, under the Six of Wands, where this guy is riding through the town, he's on his white horse, and there's everyone else, to celebrate him. And always remember, your accomplishment and achievements you've not done by yourself. I feel like sometimes you've done by yourself, although you Libras like partners and partnerships, but even if you're the one getting the accolades, people have been there to support you, and it's always good to thank them. Now, under this, we have the Ten of Wands, which is putting down burdens that you do not need any longer and moving towards a lighter feeling of life. Like letting your work feel like, how do I want to say this? You don't need to put the strain in your job as much. You don't need to put in the additional hours, or if you do, you really have a balance of work and play. This card indicates to me that yes, he has these 10 wands of burden, which are also, though, experience and talents and abilities that you've gained through the last 7, 8, 9, 10 years. But one by one, you're going to drop the burden of them and continue to embody who you are, but make your life easier. Something about wanting to make your life easier. You're thinking about, you're thinking, okay, what all did I do this year? How hard did I have to work? Well, for some of you, probably pretty hard, because we had all those retrogrades, and it wasn't fun for a lot of us. It just wasn't. For most people, it was not. But you're thinking now, okay, in January, I'm giving this, excuse me, I've had a cold and I'm better, but it's, you know how it goes. The cough persists. Um, Out of these new opportunities and this acknowledgement, you're thinking, okay, this is an opportunity to make my life feel not as strenuous, not like I'm having to do additional work. How can I lighten the load? I feel like that's coming up for you. Nice card so far. Okay, let's see what the transition card is. This is always fun. This is always, to me, the piece of the puzzle that sometimes is just magical. Okay, now we have the Nine of Wands. So this is really, really about your work. All right, so you have felt during this time period in the last, what mine went to was the last 3 or 4 months, back to September for some reason, and I don't mean just for September forward until now, that you've really felt like, okay, you've needed to stand up for yourself, or there's been a lot of competition, or you've needed to tackle a lot of things, and you really can feel that. See, the head has a bandage on it, and you're protecting your talents. You're protecting who you are in your work and what you do. That's why you're wanting to lighten this load so much, is because you really feel like you've been putting so much into it that it's like, I'm going to stand up for myself, but boy, at the end, you're ready to let all this relief of, shoulders and back not hurting. And I'm saying that in a very metaphoric way. Maybe your shoulders and back have hurt. A lot of times, if they do, that's an indication of stress. Well, obviously stress, but too much on your plate. But I feel like better is coming for a lot of you. So let's look into the crystal for Libra. Ooh, I saw a beautiful sunset there, it looked like. All right, and that's why I don't hold them over the cards, because I want to make sure that I get the true visuals, not with all the beautiful colors on the cards, or the colors from the cards. Okay, let's see what's up for Libra. Mid-birth through mid-January. Okay, well, I get this, right off the bat, I get a totem animal for you all, and I get this one every so often, but it looks different every time. And for you all, this particular month, it's a dolphin. Have I gotten that for you before? Maybe I have. But this time, it's in a different place in the crystal. Plus, I'm seeing colors, like the chakra colors, a rainbow. Let's just put it that way. Very interesting. Greens, blues, pinks, oranges. Really, really beautiful. So I'm not sure what that might mean to you, but you may want to look up dolphins. We, of course, know that they're extremely smart and sociable mammals. And as we've heard, they're doing studies to find that they're getting smarter every day. Not every day. Every day they're finding that how intelligent the dolphins are. They know more than we know they know. So maybe that's you. Maybe you know more than you are projecting to others. And maybe that's on purpose, and maybe you're just waiting for the time to put your message out in the world, like I said, to YouTube or something like that. Okay, let's see what else is up for Libra. I'm trying to figure out what in the world. It's like this woman has this headgear on, which is more than headgear because it's going in so many different directions. This would remind me of something more Egyptian. So some of you be following Egyptology. You'd be interested in the pyramids. That's come up from one other sign this particular month. Not this visual, but maybe being interested in the pyramid knowledge. How were they built? How in the world were they built all those thousands of years ago when there was no machinery? So think about that. And those signs and symbols inside the pyramids. Very, very cool. Interesting stuff. All right. There will be, one window of opportunity, and then you're going to have choices to make. I feel like I've said this to you all before, but anyway, there will be a choice to make, and the reason I'm saying this is because I see a tunnel, but there's the result of the tunnel, or the end to the means is just around the corner. I mean, it's just right there. It's not like you have to go through a long, arduous journey. So whatever you've been looking for, whatever you've been wanting to achieve, it feels like it's just right there. It's almost like you can feel it. And you know that, Libra. A lot of you Libras know that. So just sort of, visualize, keep envisioning, because now that Mercury's gone direct, and it's just a great time for new opportunities to happen. All right. So anything else for Libra? Some of you will be getting new eyewear. EYE eyewear. This could be contacts. It could be maybe you're having the laser surgery done. Maybe you're getting actually new glasses. It could be reading glasses or just glasses that you wear all the time. But I did see that some of you are going to be changing your eyewear and happy about it. They're going to look nice. So, or there's something about your eyes that you're taking care of. It could also be that. Okay, Libra, thank you so much for joining me today. I feel like, you all are really starting to discern your philosophy of life. What is it you want? Do you want to be happy all the time? If you want to be happy all the time, then that's your new philosophy. But just do what makes you happy and drop everything else. Honestly. All right, if you'd like your own personal private reading, look in the Show More section below. There's a link to my order page. And by the way, I do have gift certificates for the holiday season. And there's special discounted rates too. I have a 20-minute reading, which is good for 1 or 2 questions. It's really good reading for $. And then it goes up from there. And I'll put those on the order page. I won't put a PayPal button. But you can email or text me. Let me know that you want to order a reading. We'll communicate. You pay for it. We'll figure all that out and set a time. All right. And then please remember to subscribe if you haven't. I so appreciate those of you who have. Please remember to make any comments and like the video. If you like the video, I so wish you the best. And I can see some of you, your bank accounts gaining weight. Don't you love it? Your bank account gain weight instead of you. All right, Libra, take care, be well, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.